Hi student, today I am making one video for you on data handling. Okay, this data handling I have made particular for class 7, then the next part I will make for class 8. Okay, and in the next video. So in this video what I have explained, follow me. Here given what is data. What is data? Data means any observation what we get from our work. When you are doing any work and you want to get some observation, you will get some observation from this work. These are called data. Like there is one examination, and from this examination the teacher getting the marks of the student. This is also, these marks are the data collected by the teacher. And temperature of any place is collected by someone in a week is also data. Okay, so when we'll get the original form of the data, these are called raw data. Okay, and when you will arrange them in ascending or descending order, that time it is called array data. Now example given, see, marks of 20 students in class 7 from mathematics out of 40. There I have got the marks for 20 students out of 40. So these are the given marks, these are original form of the data, but these are not arranged. So these data are raw data. When I will arrange this in the order, in a order like ascending order or descending order, see there the marks are given in the original form. So according to order I have written, so lowest marks is 15, it is given 2 times. So out from this collection I have arranged them 2 15, 1 20, 1 student got 20, 2 student got 21, then 2 student got 25. In this way I have arranged them in order. Here descending order, it is ascending order. So these are called the array data. Okay, so next you follow in the next page. Now representation of data. When we will collect the data, we want to study them and we will remember this data easily. So to study the data easily and to remember this also easily, we have to represent in a tabular form and bar graph and double bar graph. When you will represent the collected data in a order or anything, that time you have to follow this form, tabular form, bar graph form and double bar graph form. So first see, there 20 students marks are given, and I have written in tabular form marks of the student. So lowest marks is 15 and highest marks 40. So I have arranged the marks from 15 to 40, which marks are obtained by the student. Okay, so now I have written in tally marks. So 15, how many student got? 2 student. We have got 2 student got 15 marks. So I have written 2 in tally marks, and here frequency mean number of students 2. The 2 student got 15, so frequency will be 2. Next 20 got 1 student, so in tally marks I have marked this, and then frequency will be 1. In this way I have arranged the given marks in the order. Okay, this is the tabular form of the collected data or array data. Now next, bar graph. See, there bar graph collected temperature in a week. Collected temperature in a week. Monday in a city, their temperature for 1 week. Monday 20 degree. Obviously these are Celsius. Okay, these are all in Celsius, temperature in Celsius. In Celsius. So I have written this Monday 20, Tuesday 30. I have written this by myself. Okay, so this kind of temperature cannot be possible. So I have written to understand the bar graph. Okay, to understand, to make understand to you in bar graph. That's why I have taken this temperature according to me. So 7 days temperature given. I have first written this is one axis, this is another axis. In the horizontal axis, I have written the day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. 7 days I have written, and here you have to write days in a week. And here temperature in Celsius given, so this axis which is vertical, there will be measurement of the temperature in Celsius. So Monday temperature how much? 20. So this is representing 20. So bar graph, you know, already you have done in previous class. These are the rectangle, all are rectangle with same width, with same gap. These are the bar graph. Okay, this is representing Monday temperature, this is representing Tuesday temperature. I have colored this to make understand to you easily. Okay, it is Sunday, Saturday. So to understand you, I have made the rectangle in different color. I think you will get it properly. Okay, so next, this double bar graph. Student, I think you will get it, and if any problem, you will comment it in comment box, and obviously you like and also share it. Okay student, so next, double bar graph. In double bar graph, you can see I have taken the marks of a student in 5 subjects in term 1 and term 2. Term 1, you know, 5 subject: math, social science, science, English, Hindi given, and these are the marks obtained by the student in term 1, and these are the marks obtained by the student in the term 2 in the 5 subject. So I have represent the marks in these boxes. The maths, this is the term 1 marks, this is term 2 marks. Here also for social science, this is term 1 marks, this is term 2 marks. So in this order I have written, I have drawn the graph, okay, and colored them for representing term 1 and term 2. Okay students, so these are the marks. So you can see there some is given, this one given 45 marks. So it is in the middle between 40 and 50. Okay, and I think it will be understand by you properly, and there name of the subject written in the horizontal axis, and this is vertical axis. I have written the marks, and this box is representing term 1 and this box is representing term 2. Then you can understand from this. This is the form of bar graph, double bar graph, because two different term marks given. There in the bar graph there was only marks of particular particular temperature of a city for 1 week for particular day. That's why there was single bar. But here maths 2 marks, 2 types of marks got the student in 2 terms. So that's why there will be double bar graph. Okay, so student, thank you, have a nice day.